As the movie sets records, the K-pop Demon Hunters crew rejects live-action proposals. The creator of the popular animated series K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix, Maggie Kang, has openly rejected the notion of a live-action version. In an interview with the BBC, Kang emphasized that the film's tone and narrative depend heavily on animation and that its distinct humor and action would not work in live action. Chris Applehands, co-director, concurred, emphasizing the artistic liberties that animation affords. Since its June debut, the movie, which tells the story of a K-pop girl group fighting demonic competitors, has broken soundtrack records and became Netflix's most-watched movie. Kang informed the BBC that she is not interested in having her film made into a live-action film. "There's so many elements of the tone and the comedy that are so suited for animation," she remarked, adding that seeing these characters in a live-action setting is really difficult. "It would seem too rooted. Therefore, it would not be feasible for me." The notion of a live-action adaptation was also rejected by Applehands, who co-directed with Kang. He said, "One of the great things about animation is that you make these composites of impossibly great attributes," explaining, "Rumi can be this goofy comedian and then singing and doing a spinning back kick a second later and then free-falling through the sky. The joy of animation is how far you can push and elevate what's possible," Applehands said, pointing out that live-action anime adaptations can appear awkward. Both filmmakers agreed that live action would restrict the creative aspects that are essential to the film's appeal. Global attention has been drawn to K-pop Demon Hunters since its June debut. 4 of the soundtrack's tracks were in the top 10 on the Billboard charts, and the movie topped Netflix's rankings. A sing-along movie release brought in $18 million in a single weekend, and the main track, Golden, has been at the top of the charts for 8 weeks. Kang has been transparent about his intentions to keep the brand going in an animated format. She stated her desire for a sequel in an interview with Variety, particularly to go more into the backstories of group members Zoe and Mira outside of the main character Rumi. "We've set up so much for potential backstory," Kang stated. "It goes without saying that there are many unsolved issues and unexplored regions, but we had to do so since an 85-minute film could only cover so much. This was Rumi's story, and we actually included backstories for Zoe and Mira in the film, but it just kind of rejected it," she said. "For such tales, it just wasn't the right film."